How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be doing a comparison between the thermoplastic seam sealer and your traditional latex seam sealer to see which one has the most advantages. Stick around. So we're going to use last week's piece of carpet here that we actually did a seam on last week on how to seam the commercial carpet. I used latex seam sealer on that, so we're going to use that in comparison. On this video, I'm going to make a brand new seam here today with the thermoplastic seam sealer. I'm not going to get all into detail on making the seam because it's simply a seam sealing comparison. So without wasting any more of your time, we're going to go ahead and seal these edges up, and then I'll kind of talk about it. Right here, let me go ahead and point out right off the bat about this tip that comes on the glue gun. If you look right here, as the latex bottle had a flat lip, this also has a flat lip. The carpet will actually ride right on that. So this part right here is rounded so that when you're sliding it on the edge of your carpet, it just slides down the edge of it really nice rather than it being a straight piece to work with right there. This is nice and rounded, so it allows you to get at a good angle when you're pushing it down the cut edge of the carpet. I'm using the Cool Glide seam sticks for the simple reason that I like them because they have a lower melting point. Don't take the glue sticks as hot as a temperature to melt and do its job as it does other ones that I know of. So these are my thermoplastic seam sealing sticks of choice. Right here is the Cool Glide brand. Okay, now again, with that being said, on this right here, because it's rounded, again, I don't like to hold it straight like that with my carpet. I'm really glad that it is rounded because I don't want to do that. I actually want to be back here like that. So whenever I push this along the edge of the carpet, it's actually going to push my thermoplastic into the little pits and such of the backing of the carpet. Rather than just doing this, it would leave a trail of hot glue behind it here. So do this right here, and it's going to push it into the backing of the carpet just like my fingers did on the latex. When I done that right there, it pushed the latex into the backing. So I'm going to use this rounded tip as my fingers and kick it back at an angle and push it up through there. Here we go. Just going to give it a little squeeze as I push. You don't want to push too much and cause a big bubble of glue to come out. Just squeeze and push, okay? See it coming? Now here we go. We're just going to push it right up through there. All right, that's it. You can hardly even see it on the backing right there. You can see it's just a little shiny probably right there. And that's all you want. It actually gets pushed right into the pick of the backing and all that stuff. So works out really good. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, okay? Same thing. I'm just going to gently squeeze the trigger till I see the glue come. And then I'm just going to push my gun right up through there, okay? There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, so the main differences between the thermoplastic and the latex. I've talked about this quite a bit, but I really want to address it again anyway. The thermoplastic, the thickness of the backing, so my hand is the backing, the whole thickness of the backing gets welded together rather than being just welded together on the bottom from the tape. It'll actually prevent it from just folding over like a regular seam will if it's just got the tape on it, okay? This thermoplastic will completely weld the backing of the carpet all the way from the bottom of the backing to the top of the backing, so it becomes just like one piece of backing again, okay? All right, we're going to take a look at the latex seam first that I did last week. Give this one here ample time to dry. That way we're not prematurely breaking it apart or anything. We want to see what it does at its best, okay? Same thing with this. This seam has been put together since last Sunday, so over a week. It's been 8 days now that this seam has been put together, so everything is definitely set up, cured, and ready to go. Let's take a look here. Let's get in really close. We're going to bend it backwards and take a look at the latex in the backing of it, okay? I'm going to bend it back, and already I can see the white. If you see the white right here, that is actually latex right there doing its thing. That is really nice to see that right there. I would have liked to seen it more so right here on this end too. Let's come on, open it up more. Yeah, that is really nice. You guys don't never do this, tear your own work apart just to examine it. You can definitely learn a lot off of tearing up your own work. So all these little strings that you're seeing right here, all this stuff is the latex. Little elastic looking strings doing its thing. That's exactly what you want to see with the latex. See them little strings? They're like elastic little rubbery strings right there. That's the seam sealer. That's doing its job right there. That's like a rubber band right there, holding all them fibers in place and doing its job. Let's check it out up here. So right here, this is really good right here. Looky here, it's actually breaking the carpet. It's pulling it apart right there where it's holding so well. So this is doing really good. I'm really pleased to see this with the latex. Looky here, you can see right here, there's a little spot from here to here. It don't look like I got good coverage on it. You can definitely see a difference in this little area than any of the rest of it. So looks like I failed to get a little coverage here. Just so you guys know, if an inspector came in and seen this, this seam would fail because of that right there, okay? Your seam needs to look like it does the rest of the way down through here rather than that right there, okay? And an inspector is going to come and pick at it and pull at it just to make sure that it did get in the pick of the backing and everything like that. Just having it on the edge, it don't matter. It will still fail. It needs to be pushed in to the backing. Look down here at this other end. You can definitely see it all through here. Look at that. So look at the strings of rubber right there breaking. That is all latex seam sealer right there. So quite impressed actually. Look at right here. Let's see what that is. See that? So there's a ripple in my tape, in my seam tape, and you can see the effects of that on the open side. Let's flip it over and look at that again. So you can see where there's a wrinkle in my seam tape right there. There's a void right there where there is no seam tape because it's rippled up in the back. So you got to be careful with that. I didn't even realize that whenever I made this seam. But anyway, the latex definitely holds together good. This is a premium latex as well. So you latex users, you're doing good. If you like it, I wouldn't change. We're going to take a look now at the thermoplastic and see what it looks like. One thing about this though, even though it held up good, it's holding the fibers in good and stuff like that, it will open up, okay? So that's one disadvantage to that. We'll see the difference in this one right here, okay? This being put together with the thermoplastic, what I was saying about it joining the complete thickness of the backing together. Watch this. Whenever I try to bend this backwards and open it up, like that right there, this thermoplastic will not do that. It will simply arch. See that right there? So that's the difference in the thermoplastic versus the latex, okay? That is the whole point why I like to use the thermoplastic. It just makes a stronger, more stable, sturdy seam overall, okay? It completely bonds the backing right back together. That's why I like it, okay? Now I'm going to force it to come open, and we're going to examine the seam, okay? Let's come in a little closer here. So right here, okay, now looky here, I can already see that it is, you can see the little shiny glistening of the seam sealer. That is the thermoplastic. You can see, like the latex did, it's pulling my fibers out actually, so that's really good. Right down here you can see the strings again. That is the thermoplastic. What you see in there, the little shiny strings, is the, you take hot glue and you spread it out. It's going to be like a spider web. And I look right up here. This is what you want right here, okay? I wish every bit of it, honestly, would have been like this right here. It's actually destroying the carpet right here. Whenever I do that, it's pulling the fibers completely out of it. Look right here at this. It's not even allowing that to open up at all. It's just ripping the carpet apart. Look right. I feel like we're blocking our light. Let me do this. Are you able to see it good? Seeing good still? Nice and close.
Maybe raise it up a touch.
Raise the light. Oh, the carpet. Oops. I gotta get where I can talk about it. You good there? Great.
That looks great right there.
Okay, good. Let's look right here and then I'll point that out. So right here, look at the majority of the seam is pulling the fibers completely apart, completely off of the carpet whenever I try to fold it back here. That is a super long lasting seam right there, okay? I want you to notice right here though, there I did get a little weak spot right there. You can still see the thermoplastic here on the actual edge of the backing, but maybe I didn't get enough on this little, well, maybe 3/4 inches of a spot there to do what I like it to do, just like it did right up through here, okay? So this clearly, you can definitely see the evidence is holding together better than the latex did. Okay, I hope this maybe will help somebody out, maybe give them a little bit better understanding, a little more knowledge on their preference. I'll let you choose yourself what is better for yourself. I use the thermoplastic versus the latex all the time. You guys have probably seen me using latex on some recent videos. It's because I'll switch up so I don't get too used to one way and lose my skill in the other way. I like to switch up and stay plenty versatile in every method. Anyway, again, maybe you'll have a better understanding and more knowledge on the seam sealers and make the best choice for your installations. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, FBSB's out.